Blazin Hit Radio, Larry Ulliberry, Kathie J, Wiggins. It sucks that we have to deal with stuff like this on a local level, but the shooting that happened in Thornton yesterday, you guys are from Thornton.
Yeah, that's where I used to shop.
I worked there.
Did you really?
Yeah.
When it was Biggs or Walmart?
No, when it was Walmart.
Really?
Yeah, for like 4 days I was like, I can't take this.
Well, it just sucks because, you see these things on the news and now they're a regular thing. And when it happens in your own yard, it just is even more brutal.
Different, yeah.
And the fact that the guy, they still haven't caught him,
Right. There's a hunt going on for him. They've been checking residences that are related to him and everything.
Okay.
But it's
so
crazy.
they know who he is.
They know who he is. They even showed his picture.
Yeah, I got it on my Facebook. Does anybody know who this a-hole is?
Right. And then, I want to know, was it personal? Was this an estranged couple?
Yeah.
Was
Was somebody that just lost it?
Right. He's a white guy, right?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah,
I didn't
he's
see
a
the
white
picture.
guy, white guy. Yeah, and it's like if you're that frustrated, you're going to go shoot strangers. You're definitely not mentally there. And it's I just wish there would be more of a focus on, go shoot yourself.
I totally agree. Why do you got to take out innocent people that are trying to make it through their own lives?
Right, for sure.
Yeah. So, but no, it's just crazy. I think about that now with the girls.
Yeah, when you're in
what am
public,
I supposed to do when I hear that? Every time I'm in a store now, I think I look
about
for
that
exit sign
all
points.
the time.
Yeah.
For sure. Like I said, there was a recurring thing every time I went to hardware stores. You're just afraid of some kind of sound breaking out or whatever, and it's it just sucks.
Well, you talk about it striking close to home. There was I posted something about on the Larry and Kathie page, just saying, "Hey, thoughts are with you guys."
Yeah, I saw that.
And someone commented that was actually there, and had actually she just detailed kind of the trauma of just the whole situation, running out, everyone screaming, the panic, not knowing what's going on. And just being overall scared now when she goes to a store or when she goes back
that's
out.
definitely going to give you post-traumatic stress for sure. You're definitely going to be it's going to take a while for people to assimilate back to normal,
I saw one video and it just you could see the flashes from the gunshots going off at the other end of the Walmart.
Again, this is just so a thing that everybody's getting used to now.
And that's not right. That's what I posted. I was like, how and when do we stop this as a community?
Right. And it's even after that Vegas shooting, those bump stocks that helped him get those bullets off.
It helped to increase the amount of bullets.
Yeah, they are still available. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's nobody makes a move. And it's after the Vegas shooting, the president was like, oh, well, this is not the time to talk about gun control. It's well, when?
Right.
Yeah.
When is it? It's been a couple weeks now.
Exactly. And it's it's nice that your families, we're spending millions to protect you and your family everywhere they go.
Right.
And I'm sure the Trumps already had security before that.
Right.
Well,
what about our family?
It's scary, too, that it's just the situation in New York. You don't even need a gun. The way some of these people operate
for sure.
and how they're trying to do things, it's just so scary and sad. You're walking in Walmart, you're walking in the park.
Yeah, they're going to have to start redesigning places where there's people gathering and stuff. And it turns out that that bike path that he got on is really well protected. There's lots of barriers, but he found the one spot where you could get in. And that's a whole different mess. By itself. But we just our thoughts and prayers are with the families in Thornton that were affected by the shooting, and friends and basically everybody.
Yeah.
And then on the flip side, we got the phone lines working now.
No way.
Yeah, so you can call us this morning if you want to do that.
Yay!
Yeah, definitely. We're so happy.
That'll make me happy.
Yeah,
for sure.
It's not all 4 lines yet. That's coming Friday. But when someone calls and hangs up, it'll ring right away. And then when they are on hold, they get to hear the show, so they're not missing out on anything.
Good.
So yeah, call us and just say whatever. 303-728-3420. Blazin Hit Radio, Larry Ulliberry, Kathie J, Wiggins. Shout out to Larry.
Okay, shout out to Larry.
Shout out to Larry.
All right,
everybody.
Larry.
That person?
Larry Miller Nissan.
Oh, yeah, Larry Miller Nissan.
Not a lot of people know this, but I'm the Larry of Larry Miller Nissan.
People are really going to believe that.
Yeah, Kathie's middle name is Miller, and Wiggins' last name is Nissan.
Yes.
So together we make Larry Miller Nissan. But we have a great relationship with them. For years we've had a relationship with them, and since we left terrestrial radio, they've had our back, and we love and support them.
Yes.
And so yesterday, Kathie and I went to Larry Miller Nissan to trade our vehicles in.
Yes, our leases were up.
Right, and so they just put us in new vehicles.
Yeah.
So Kathie and I got his and her Muranos.
We did.
Did you plug in your phone yet for CarPlay?
No, I haven't done it yet.
Yes.
But I don't understand what I did.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that.
But
either.
I did. I accepted it and got it running.
It's really easy. You'll enjoy it.
Right. It was weird to have it read me text messages when I was driving.
Yeah.
I don't usually go that far with the Bluetooth.
And it understands you really, like, to the point where you're like, okay, I can send a text back.
Right.
And,
yeah.
And it's not like, yes, you could say, hey, I'm going to the grocery store. And it's not, ain't beery door. You're like, what?
Right. But it's also going to tell them where the nearest 7-Elevens are, right?
Mm-hmm,
okay,
all that.
good.
It will?
Well, things that Kathie likes, and, if it knows me that well, it's going to
really
let me
will
know.
do that?
If you need to go for a location, specifically say, I'm looking for food or drinks or a gas station, it'll tell you where you're at in proximity, and then you get to choose from a list of businesses. You click it, and then you go to it.
Is it like talk back?
Yes.
It has like Siri voice?
It was
Dude,
really
your last
cool.
car did that too. I just don't think you ever took advantage of any of those features in it.
Yeah, for sure. So, the thing was, I was like, they're super nice. He's like, well, what do you guys want to drive? And, I was thinking that it's winter and, we were thinking, okay, let's do all-wheel drive. Well, Chris and I had he had us in a Maxima.
Yes.
And that car's fast.
No, the Maxima is sick.
Super cool. And
Every time it comes around the corner and I see it, I'm like, God, that's a cool car.
Right. So then when I said Murano, and then he already drew up the paperwork, I knew I couldn't switch it back to
a Maxima.
So that was fine, whatever. And so I got in the car today and I'm driving and I was like, oh, I see how it is. Heated seats, but not cooled. No steering wheel warmer. I get it.
Your last car had that?
Yeah.
Mine didn't.
But my other Murano has it.
Would you like me to punch you now? Because I really, for a minute, I got into this one and I was like, oh my God, I'm finally going to get to experience a heated steering wheel. Because there was this little knob over on the left and it looked like a steering wheel.
Right.
No, it was just a brightness.
The
brightness gauge.
I have it, but it gets too hot.
It does. It really does.
No, it doesn't.
It gets so warm that it feels like when you get in your car on a summer day and the sun's been beating on it.
Okay,
feels like
that's
that.
awesome when it's below freezing outside.
Yeah, so I have that in the other Murano.
You man.
Yeah,
You're
and
spoiled.
Now Chris and I have his and his Muranos. I'm pretty sure the neighbors are going to make fun of us.
Neighbors are going to talk.
Right.
Yeah.
We both drive soccer mom cars, and we don't have any kids.
Right. Nobody ever goes in the back seat.
Right. Yoshi does.
Nobody used the trunk space.
Right.
None of that.
I was like, hey, there's seat warmers in the back.
There are?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
You didn't have those either, Kathie?
No, of course not.
How are you? You get a free ride and you even pick the wrong ride.
No, I didn't.
No.
I more or less went with one that looked like the old one.
Okay.
So
the kids don't get confused.
Right. I was like, give me that one.
Well, then you said that because mine has some pretty cool wheels on it, and you were like, hey, how come mine doesn't have cool wheels? He's like, because you'll scratch them.
That's what he said. He was like, I gave Larry the one that's all chromed out because I don't trust you. I was like,
oh, really?
I've come a long way, too, because when I first started turning cars back in.
To Larry Miller Nissan, yeah.
They were like, this really smells like pot.
Yeah.
And so they were like, had to fumigate them. And I even had people come up to me and go, hey, I bought your old Xterra and it smelled like weed. I thought it was awesome.
Yeah, right.
So
they had to bomb it twice.
Yeah, whatever. So I stopped. I started adulting and stopped, using the car as a place to smoke.
Right.
And so now I don't have any worries about turning it in a car. So.
Right. So you haven't had any issues.
Right.
Me, on the other hand, remember I ran into my own trash can. I got that fixed though.
Right.
Yeah. By the way, I saw that you got that fixed. I need to call that same person.
They're awesome.
Yeah.
ABBA.
Yeah.
Over there in Aurora.
Yeah.
Hella cool. Hella awesome.
Kathie turns in her car and it smells like Cheerios.
Right. It
and
does.
Kids.
Right. What's that smell?
It's maybe a little pee.
You should steam clean the carpets, probably.
Right.
Hey, but
what's your Lammy's?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No.
The cars were turning in. Roman was telling me the deal that somebody's going to get on my Murano.
Oh, nice.
So it dropped so much in price, like over $15,000.
Is that because you wrecked it?
No, everything's been fixed on the body.
No, it's really perfect.
But because the trade-in value and stuff, he has to sell it for what it's worth. So I think it's now $27,900 or something on mine, which is amazing for that Murano.
Right, and somebody could buy my Maxima.
Yeah, your Maximus.
It's like an eggplant color. It's really cool.
Yeah. Did he tell you what yours was going
I didn't
for?
know. Yeah,
okay.
He hasn't told me yet, but it only has 15,000 miles on it.
Yeah, Larry, that's another thing. I might have put up some miles, like 30,000.
Oh, okay.
Kathie's double, but she also has to go to the ends of the earth for work and the kids.
I'm going here. I'm going there. I'm going everywhere. I'm a working mom.
It doesn't help that the babysitters live in Lakewood. And,
Both those cars that you guys dropped off, Larry and Kathie, those go super fast. They always do. My Jeep, when I traded in there years ago, went like that. And they even said it's because we told them it was yours. So I was like, oh, I guess we could have a little notoriety. You guys more so than I do, obviously. But then I was like, we're like that episode of Seinfeld where they find the pencil and they were like, this is John Voight's bite marks on the pencil. Like, people are looking for our cars. Like, oh, yeah, you smell that? Smells like weed, huh?
Right,
exactly.
Larry Uberry.
Larry left you something in the glove compartment. Wink, wink.
Hey, well, so if anybody gets my Murano and you find my black eyeliner, like I was heartbroken, I had to leave it in the car. I couldn't find it.
You lost it?
It fell somewhere between something and something.
And that was expensive.
Yes, it was. It's MAC.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you find it, it's a coal black, just let me know.
Hey,
Carbon
FYI,
black.
before we depart or play a song or whatever, just know that you can text the word Nissan to 303-728-3420, and then they'll give you $500 off any vehicle, even the ones that we just turned in.
Right.
Yep.
So
and
that's
you can go get yourself a mom car, a soccer mom car. And
Muranos are not soccer mom cars.
Oh, they totally are.
Caravans are soccer mom cars, and I don't do caravans.
I've determined a long time ago that every car is a mom car. You see moms in Range Rovers. Yes. You see moms in Porsche.
Well, everyone's a mom.
Suburbans.
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
so every car's kind of a chick and guy car. So shut up.
So Larry, you can go pick up Avery and Gianna now in your Murano.
Oh, yeah, you can.
Before they record their next hit.
Avery, what's your lammy's name?
Lammy.
And what are the names of Gianna's lammies?
Pinkie Pie and Sheep.
Oh, wait. Mares eat oats, and goats eat oats, and little lambs eat ivy. Diddly-divey do, wouldn't you? Hey, Avery, tell us about Lamb E. Ooh, wait.
Lammy, lammy. Lammy, lammy, lammy. Lammy, lammy, lammy. Lammy, lammy, lammy. Because I gave the sheep to Daddy, and he took the sheep.
What does Lammy do?
She hits me.
What?
And I laugh at her, and she laughs back to me.
Where does Lammy sleep?
Well, I put her and I hug her and squeeze her. I love Lammy every day. Lammy, lammy, lammy. Lammy, lammy, lammy. Lammy, lammy, lammy.
Have you guys dusted off the Stranger Things season, or are you guys still?
I have one episode left, I guess. I thought we were done, but we have one left.
Oh, good. Don't watch it. You should treat it like something special.
Well, I was thinking that because I read something online that was starting to give a spoiler about it, and I was like, ooh, but it's supposed to be really good. But then I started Googling season 3, and it's like hasn't even been written yet. Right. So you're like, oh,
that sucks. But I mean, yeah, that's why you have to kind of go in little small batches, like watch an episode and then go do something, clean the living room,
right?
Yeah, or clean your car.
I haven't done any of it yet.
Oh, you haven't seen any of it? I
haven't even seen the first episode of the new season.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, it was just like, wasn't it a sigh of relief at the end of the first season?
Yeah.
Because, where you were like, oh, okay, cool. I mean, I don't want to give it away.
Yeah, let's just...
Okay, right.
Because of what? Some people haven't seen the first season? Yeah. We're not allowed to talk about it?
Remember how long it took you to even start watching Breaking Bad?
Oh, my God. But didn't we just have the conversation about spoiler alerts that after a show is so old that you're allowed?
Yeah.
But that's not Stranger Things. No, I'm not going to say. I'm not going to say. Because then if people get turned on because of 2 and start watching the 1, you're gonna ruin it. And Stranger Things is so good.
Yeah,
right.
It is.
I haven't started Walking Dead, though, Kathie. And so that one I'm kind of waiting for a build-up of like 3 episodes.
Right.
Just to kind of have something.
I will say this. Finally, they're fighting, and it's good, and they're doing some smart things with, moving the walkers.
Because it takes so long sometimes to get a story out. Like, I feel like 10 seasons, they could have told it in 4.
Right. Well, you know what, though? It's a moneymaker, so that's why they draw it out. But there's some that you're like, oh, he's going to die. You can just tell.
The best bit, which they reran, I just saw it, was when Dave Chappelle was on SNL and he reenacted that whole scene with all his characters.
Oh,
remember he had the bat?
Oh, right. Yeah.
All of his characters were kneeling for Negan's
right,
bat.
exactly.
Right, that
so
was
he had
hilarious.
the crack guy and the blind
John.
racist. Right.
That was the best.
That was the best.
I mean, I could watch that over and over.
Who ended up getting the bat? The blind racist? Who was it?
The crackhead, right?
The crackhead.
I think so. I can't remember. We'd have to watch it again.
Right. Oh, no, he was great.
He needs that show back. I'm sorry, Chappelle's
I know.
show
He belongs on TV.
Good. Yeah.
But you know what? He's happy. He's doing his thing. And when he rolls through Denver, we're happy to go see him at the Comedy Works.
Yeah,
for sure.
I just wish there was a way to remind him, remember us? We were your friends before you went crazy. And then you never came back into the studio.
He's all, nice try!
Right.
What's the deal with Tyrese? Why is Tyrese crying?
Wow. Wiggins was just trying to capture the audio.
Yeah, what was going on with that?
He got a little emotional yesterday, and he shared it with the world.
Is it the baby mama drama?
Baby mama drama.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. So we'll talk about that next.
Right, camera, action.
And now,
all tea, all shade, hunty.
Celebrity Trash and Bash with Larry, Kathie, and Wiggins.
Can I get an amen up in here?
Here's Kathie J.
Amen, everybody. Amen. So, wow, Brett Ratner is the latest director to be falling from grace with these sexual harassment claims.
How many on him?
He's got 6.
Well, that's better than 60 and 300.
Yeah, right. Well, but here's what he's being accused of. You know Olivia Munn? She's the hottie that was dating Aaron Rodgers. She was in X-Men. Yeah, she's come forward to say that he was one with himself in front of her when they were doing X-Men Apocalypse. And then back in the day, there was a movie called Species, and this really hot blonde chick named Natasha
I remember that movie.
Hendridge. She was it, right? And remember, she was young. She was 19 years old when she did Species, and Brett Ratner forced her to perform on him when she was 19 years old.
Whoa, like, in other words, if you want to be in this movie, or wow.
Or you're in this movie and
now we're
you're
doing
naked
this
all the time, and now I'm the director.
Right.
Power.
Right.
And so Brett Ratner, though, is coming back and suing one of the women who claims that he raped her about over 10 years ago.
So he's like, the other ones I can't sue. I can't tell you why, but I'm going after this one.
Right. So according to the suit, Melanie Kohler claimed that Brett Ratner raped me and continued by calling him a rapist on at least one night in Hollywood about 12 years ago. She says that he preyed on me as a drunk girl, forced himself on me. Brett Ratner's lawyers tell us that Melanie said she had met the director at an LA club. He took her to Robert Evans' home where he was living at the time, and he forced her to have sex. His lawyers threatening...
Is that the girl from Species, or this is a different girl?
It's a different girl,
okay.
Melanie Kohler.
Okay.
We're told... Ratner's lawyer threatened to sue if she didn't take the post down immediately, and we're told she did, but she did start putting out more of the story, and she's still suing him, and he's going after her for defamation. It's too much. It's just too much.
Well, and then it's like, now it's kind of like, it's... like the other day they had that clip of Adam Sandler putting his hand on the girl's knee. Now it's like the police are out, everybody's watching. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So it's kind of like the thing with Dustin Hoffman.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Right, for sure.
Dustin Hoffman?
I know, but like the thing is, it doesn't surprise me in the sense of like. It's almost like what Trump said. When you are a star, like a big celebrity, you get like an in on certain things.
Everyone bows to you.
Kind of, or everybody's impressed or whatever. But Trump, it was like, oh, you get to kiss him and whatever.
Yeah.
And so I think that for every girl maybe that's saying one of these celebrities did this to her, there's probably 5 more that were like, yeah, I went with it because I'm trying to break in the biz, and you know what I mean?
Right.
So there's probably, that's not the only girl that Dustin Hoffman's grabbed her ass.
Right.
But there's probably some girls that were like, oh, Mr. Hoffman, stop.
Yeah, I'll totally have a tryst with you.
Right, or something, right.
I'm sure, for real. I mean, we all know.
That's how I was hoping to break in the business. I was ready to go there.
Oh, The Rock. Would you like to?
Oh, yes. No, those guys don't offer that.
No, they don't.
It's got to be some Harvey Weinstein-looking
gross
guy.
Dude. Yeah, right. Beyonce is going to play Nala in The Lion King.
That's so cool.
Yep.
It's the live
action of The Lion King. Yep.
Okay, so wait, will then the lions be people?
Yeah, so it's going to be live action. And the lineup is dead on, perfect, awesome. It's going to be great. Okay, so you ready?
Mm-hmm.
So this is for the CGI remake of The Lion King.
Oh, it's CGI. So they're not going to be, their voices will be in it.
Well, I don't know. Like Beauty and the Beast was...
It's probably like when they put the dots on you and they digitally impose to make you look like a lion or animal, like they did with King Kong. Like that was a person who literally did all those movements.
That's the guy who played Gollum.
Yeah, and so I think that they'll probably do something similar.
I don't know, because, okay, here's the thing. Yeah, I would have to be voices, because if you did Beauty and the Beast...
Yes.
You had...
the Beast had stuff all over it.
Right, and for sure. And
the furniture talk.
There's a lot of CGI.
Yeah, right.
So I think this will be just a CGI live remake.
But cool, very cool.
No, for sure.
Yeah, so here's the rundown on the cast. Congratulations, Childish Gambino. Donald Glover got another awesome role. He will be Simba.
He's a great actor.
He is a great actor, good guy.
Okay.
Larry, who should be Simba's dad, Mufasa?
Ooh, you know who they should get is Ving Rhames, because he has the meats, and he sounds like James Earl Jones.
Well, actually, James Earl Jones came back.
He's Mufasa?
He's going to come back and do Mufasa.
It's an animated, or not animated, it's
yeah, but still,
digital.
That's dope that they got the original Mufasa.
Yeah, right, to do the voice. Absolutely.
Okay, so who's Beyonce?
Anybody else would be lame, they said. That's why he was the only one that they didn't replace.
Okay.
All the rest of them they've replaced.
What are you saying, everybody else is lame?
Jonathan Taylor Thomas, you're out, bro.
Yeah, right. See ya.
Oh, that's right, it was him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the little boy from...
He was Little Simba.
From Home Improvement.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Alfre Woodard will play Sarabi.
Alfre Woodard.
Mufasa's wife.
As Mufasa's wife.
Chiwetel Ejiofor.
Okay.
He's that awesome actor that if you saw him, you would immediately recognize him.
Who's he was in...
He's going to be Scar.
Oh, okay.
So no Jeremy Evans.
Irons.
Irons.
Right.
Yeah.
What does he say? What does he say? Oh, that makes me a monkey's uncle.
Mm-hmm. Guess who the bird? Zazu. The bird is going to be John Oliver.
Oh, that's good. British.
Right,
He was British before.
Totally, right. And then Billy Eichner, we were talking about him yesterday. Wiggins, the guy from American Horror Story.
Okay.
He's going to be Timon, and Seth Rogen's going to be Pumbaa.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, Seth Rogen being Pumbaa. And,
that's perfect.
Right,
and
totally.
Seth Rogen has a voice for animated movies.
He really
does.
does.
Just perfect.
And the monkey, Rafiki's going to be John Connie, who is
Banana Squish Banana.
Yeah.
Banana Squish Banana.
Na. So, very cool.
And
very
Beyonce
cool.
is then, who's Beyonce?
Beyonce is Nala.
Oh, okay.
Simba's lady.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
And then they have two child actors doing them when they're young.
Right. And then so Beyonce will sing some kind of probably new song or something like that.
Yeah, right.
Oh, that's cool.
Who knows? I'm sure they have to get some new song in there.
Well, yeah, but I mean, she could also be singing, and can you feel the love tonight? Because they sang those when they turned into adults.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay.
We have to do a Cannabis Chronicles this morning because Alex Trebek once accidentally tripped on pot brownies.
He did?
Alex Trebek. Could you imagine how cool that would be? So that's going to be in a Cannabis Chronicles.
Right, like he answered every question ever on
Right,
Jeopardy.
totally. He just kept rattling them off one after the other. Who
is Beethoven?
What is...
Who is Martha Stewart?
But finally, let's end with
Where
Tyrese.
is Lake Titicaca?
Right. Poor Tyrese, man.
He's going through the field.
He's going through it. And he put himself on Facebook Live yesterday going through it. So he goes through all the emotions. He's crying, he's happy, he's sad, then he gets angry.
And here's the thing. It's like, he probably was sitting there going, should I post this? Because it's very vulnerable.
Oh, no, totally.
You know what I mean?
He's posting it because
I think he was live, so he didn't even.
Right.
It wasn't even like.
He wasn't even
yeah,
thinking.
he was
just
thinking.
all of a sudden it just started coming out.
We edited it
Don't
down.
be afraid to catch feels.
Yeah, Wiggins was like, it's so boring.
Their kids and really are standing with their babies are there because they're in the presence of so many fathers who may not care or being accused of not caring. They're not able to tell the difference between the good ones and the bad ones, between the criminals and the men of God.
All right, who wrote this? Is he reading?
No, he's just speaking to the camera.
He's going through it as baby daddy, and he's got some drama, baby
right,
mama
because he's
drama.
saying the mom won't let him see the kid, and then he said something about that he's broke, and that
because he's fighting all these legal bills that are ridiculous.
Right, but I mean,
we shouldn't tick off The Rock then. You know what I mean?
Well, no, that's why he's pissed at The Rock, is because The Rock got his spinoff. Remember, we had the story a couple weeks, like a month or two ago.
Oh, okay.
He was all pissed off at The Rock because The Rock was getting a spinoff,
and it took his money.
Well, he's addressing it now. He's like, because The Rock has to do a spinoff, we're not filming the 9th installment of Fast and the Furious, so I don't have checks coming in.
Okay, but here's my thing. Remember when Ludacris was battling with his baby mama?
Tried to say he was broke.
That he was broke.
Right.
And I think Tyrese is doing the same thing. Those guys just kind of like present themselves as like, you know, oh, I don't have any money, but clearly you're making millions off of the movie franchise.
No, I want to say that, but Tyrese, that was some real emotion coming out.
Yeah, listen.
The Jews, the Christians, the men that wake up every day, to focus on one thing.
That's him, like,
don't take my baby, please, don't take my baby.
Wow, that sucks.
It sucks, and you know, it's you can tell he's a desperate dad. He's got a wife that's making all these bad accusations that he physically abused his 10-year-old daughter Shayla, and he's like, that didn't happen. I just want to be with my daughter. So he's kind of representing for every average Joe that goes through this, and couples that are estranged.
But what if he did do that? What if he is the fool in this situation?
I read her accusations, and it wasn't exact examples. You know, it wasn't like, it was just, I don't know. I just was feeling, it just felt like she was lying when I was reading what she was saying. But Tyrese then goes on to say that he's going broke defending himself in court, having to pay these huge legal bills. That's why he's angry at The Rock, and everything is ruining his life. He's determined to fight so he can regain some form of custody. But a lot of people go through that, and it sucks because what I say to people is, wow, you spent $2 million on courts. I'm sure the baby mama would have maybe done a settlement for $2 million.
But it gets so evil, and they hate each other so much that they'll spend extra just to make sure they don't get this, that, or the other.
And now he's going broke and crying about it.
Well, yeah, but he's saying he's going broke. I'm not sure if I 100% believe that.
We need to
it's the same thing with Luda. You know what I mean?
See what his
net worth is. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Is there a doctor in the house?
We need a doctor.
We need one of those doctors that like travels, and he brings his little bag, and then you know what I mean. Like
he opens it up,
right?
Pulls out a stethoscope.
Exactly, like one of those ones that goes and sees the Kardashians, so they don't have to go to the doctor.
Right? Yeah. How do they get that special dude?
Right. Or the guy that's backstage that's giving somebody a B shot or whatever.
Right.
What are those called?
B12 shot.
Yeah, B12 shot.
Yeah.
What's that?
We need.
It's like it's just a boost.
Oh.
Right, like so Madonna used to always do it back in the day. Yeah, it's like getting a little boost of energy.
Well, no, energy, and also like it boosts your immune system or whatever. Because I remember getting one when I went to Hawaii, and I thought I was getting sick, and it kept me well the whole time I was there, and then I just got deathly sick on the way home. So it does work.
It held it off.
Right.
It kind of did. But we need Kathie, somebody, if you drive an ambulance, maybe you can just pull up.
No.
Why? What's going on?
No, it's not an emergency yet.
Yeah, I'm not paying that.
And that's what I was saying. And hopefully it'd be some listeners who'd be like, hey, we're not doing anything right now. Let's go check out Kathie.
Right. So, I've probably had this over a week.
Okay.
But I'm so busy, and it was Halloween, there's no time to get to a doctor.
Well, and you always think, oh, maybe it'll be better tomorrow.
Exactly, right. Maybe I just need some sleep.
Right,
maybe
for sure.
I just need to drink more water. Right. So what happened, so it was, it's got to be something going on with my kidneys. Like, you know,
That's not good.
Right. And so I remember, like, in college, my best friend always got UTIs, urinary tract infections. I never get them, thank God, knock on wood.
How do you get those?
I don't know. Who the hell knows?
Oh, okay.
Right.
Is it like not drinking enough water?
No. Oh. I don't know.
You got to drink cranberry juice to get rid of those.
Yeah, right. And she always used to have sex with this guy who was well endowed.
That's how you get
She always drank cranberry juice.
Right, because some of those guys can move your internal organs around.
Totally. And
Next
Thomas
thing you know, your
totally
liver's over here, your spleen went that way.
Right.
And then your heart is down in your stomach. That's weird.
Right. Like he was knocking on the door every time. So I don't know. So I just had this pain, and I just keep putting up with it. And so
what you're saying is you've been seeing some endowed man. That's kind of what you're saying.
No, my husband has been out of town.
Yeah, right?
I haven't been seeing anybody.
You're all, he couldn't give me an infection if he tried.
Right. And so I'm probably...
trying.
My husband's fine, Larry.
I'm just kidding.
But I also probably don't drink as much water as I should. So a couple days ago, I started getting, like, it escalated. And all of a sudden, I had this huge pain in my lower back on the right side. Like somebody was literally just jabbing my back, punching it.
Whoa.
So I was like, okay.
So the voodoo doll I have at home does work.
I know. You didn't think something on Amazon was going to work.
Exactly.
Yeah. But so I've been drinking more water. I started taking these, I don't know, UTI over-the-counter pills.
Okay.
Nothing's... I thought everything was getting better. I wake up this morning and I can barely walk. Like, I'm in so much pain right now.
Oh, no. So now you
I'm feeling hot. And I'm
right.
So I think it's reached a point of there is some sort of infection.
Right.
And I'm in pain.
Okay,
you need a doctor.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, whatever you have, we need to cure it because you still have to come in tomorrow. And then you can be sick the whole weekend.
That's kind of how I feel. Like, you know how hard it is when I know a lot of people out there, you're the only person that does your particular job.
Right.
You have a particular set of skills and nobody else can do it.
She has a particular set of skills of finding people who are taken.
Right. And mine happens to be on both shows. I'm a main host.
Right.
You know? And so the Chris Parente's heading to London today. And so he's not going to be on the show. So usually you want at least one person that's a host on the TV show.
I know, but I mean, you also have to put your health first. And you're allowed to miss the TV show, just not the radio.
Yeah, I was going to say, I was like, what is Larry saying?
Yeah, so I'm saying that let's get her to a doctor right after today's show, our show.
Right.
And then you might have to miss the television show because, well, I mean, and the thing is, let's say all of a sudden your appendix burst. They would have to get somebody to do it.
That's serious,
yeah, right.
though.
You know, it totally is serious.
No.
I mean, and who knows if that's even what it is? I mean, it could be something else for all I know.
Right. They're like, ma'am, you have apparently a... Yep, it's a Snickers bar, and it's lodged in your sphincter.
Well, what?
I don't know.
I didn't do that.
I don't get into that. Has been away.
It's not happening.
I was just making up terms.
I do think that it could be anything. I mean, you know, I haven't had blood work done in years. I mean, you know, as a mom, it's like you just keep pushing through. So
right.
I don't know. I mean, I was pregnant and dealing with a sciatica nerve and blah, blah, blah. Like, it's
right, you just tough it out.
You just roll through the punches, but this one's punching me.
You know, we got the phone lines fixed, 303-728-3420, and we got our first call on the new system, so maybe there's a doctor on the line.
Please.
So you think it might be your... What?
I'm thinking it might be kidneys.
It might be your kidneys.
Yes.
So let's look on a thing on the internet to see where your kidneys are.
That they tell you not to do it, and there's a good reason.
It's going to say I'm dead.
Okay, so my wife will do that. She's like, okay, so she said, I think I have strep. And then I said, well, how do you know? She's like, I Googled the images. I was like, what comes up for strep throat in there? I was like, but if you do that, you're just going to freak yourself out.
Right. You open Pandora's box because next thing you know, it's like, I have some form of disease.
Right. I'd like to give you my most valuable possessions.
Okay. So here's where your kidneys are right here.
Okay. This one says, Kathie, sounds like you have a kidney infection. D-Manose helps with bladder infections and cures it right away. I don't know where I get that.
Okay, look.
Where do I get that, Marissa?
That's where your kidneys are. Is
that's
where it's
about
at?
where I'm feeling.
Okay.
A pain happening.
Okay.
Someone says it's a kidney stone.
No, it better not be.
Have you had? Yeah, because if you
I've never had a kidney stone.
Oh my god!
Old people get kidney stones.
No, Kayla got one when she was like 14.
For real?
Yeah, and remember that guy that used to work with us at the radio station? We got off the elevator and he was doubled over in pain.
Yes,
and it was a kidney stone. And my mom had to pass one, and it's pretty crazy.
But I'm not at that kind of pain. I'm just like at fever, chills.
It's just starting.
Yeah,
because it could be serious. It could be a kidney stone, and that makes a lot of sense. And then, do you drink a lot of water? Are you
not enough? But
how many see all those Slurpees you drink because it's sugar.
Oh, no,
so
for sure.
My teacher got that, and he got it so bad that he says it was like close to the size of a marble.
Ew.
And it was only because he went to the doctor and he told all of us kids, he's like, stop drinking soda, because he said all he would drink was coffee and soda all day long.
No water.
And no water, and that's what built it up. Kathie, they say it's as bad as childbirth.
Yeah, no, the pain I'm having.
Right.
It's painful.
Well, no, and they say passing it is like, you so is insane. But I think that they have ways now of like lasering it so it like dissipates or something.
Oh, good.
Bring in the laser.
Right. It's like Armageddon where they got to just break up the meteor.
Right.
And then little pieces just fly right past the Earth.
Exactly. Now, don't quote me on that. I think I just made that up. So we'll have to, please call us. 303-728-3420.
I'm drinking my water.
Yeah. Now she wants to drink water.
Oh, I got it.
It's too late. All right, so we've determined that Kathie is a little under the weather.
Yes.
We're pretty sure her uterus is expired, and it needs to be replaced.
You are so disrespectful.
If you're a donor that matches Kathie's uterus, we'd like half of yours. Just like Selena Gomez, Kathie needs a friend right now.
That's why I didn't want to discuss this, because it's kind of like personal. It's like I never get any kind of like UTI, thank God, knock on wood, because I know girlfriends who have, and it takes you out of commission. So in my head, I'm like, what did I do recently that would cause it? Who knows?
You know what's worse?
What?
Is when you finally go to the doctors, because I've been there, and you all of a sudden they're going, oh, okay, what's wrong with her? And then they're going to start looking at you and taking your panties off and putting probes and lights, and they're like, hey, aren't you Kathie J? And your legs are in the stirrups, and you're like, yes, yes, I am.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, we listen to you every morning, as they're like,
right.
You know, whatever they're doing.
Happened a lot while I was pregnant.
Right.
Yeah.
That's like, awkward.
Like they would be, you know, like looking at stuff, or, you know, my weight. How exciting. Everybody gets to know that when you're pregnant. And, and normally the nurses and stuff, they wouldn't care, but you know, it's Kathie J, so I would hear them when I'm in the waiting room.
Oh my God, Kathie J's got a beautiful taint.
Yeah.
See that? Her taint is so beautiful.
You got to watch what you do, and that has to be awkward. At one time at Taco Bell, I was so mad at them, and I was like, because their lights were off. I was like, why are your lights off? If you're still open. I was like getting all mad, and they're all, your voice sounds familiar. I was like, I love you guys. You guys are.
I've never loved Taco Bell more. I'm happy you turned your lights off. Bye-bye.
Maybe that's what did this, Taco Bell.
But so we got calls to people wanting to help you, Kathie. 303-728-3420. Who's this?
This is Angela.
Angela, what's Kathie dying of?
Okay, Kathie, by the way, I love you guys. Just have to say this. I'm like super starstruck right now. So.
Oh, you're sweet.
So excited.
I love you, Angela, and thanks for finding our app and supporting us. We love you.
Oh, yeah. You guys are amazing. I love driving to work with you guys, so thank you. Okay, so I'm a women's health nurse, and I just want to say, like, you need to go to the hospital, like, now.
Yeah.
Like,
what?
Or finish the show.
All right, let's calm down about now. Let's say that she should go to the hospital at 9:30.
Okay. Like, wait till I get to work. And then
right.
You are dismissed.
Thanks, Angela. She's like, I'll let you know when I'm pulling in the parking lot, and then you can leave, Kathie.
Right.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, you could come to my clinic, and I would take care of you.
Where's your clinic?
But, Lowry area.
I used to be, our doctor used to be at Lowry, and then she moved over to Stapleton.
Right, and now Kathie's insurance only allows her to go to the Clinique counter because it's free.
Excellent. Well, they have lab coats.
Right.
So I have a question, Angela, because people are trying to tell me to take D-mannose. It takes the sugar out of your bladder, but it's pain in these chills I'm having.
Yeah, chills, yeah. By the time it gets to your kidneys, there is nothing over the counter, no cranberry juice, nothing you can do. It could also be a stone. The fact that it's in your lower back area and not, like, on your, like, flank side, like the side, well, where I'm grabbing my love handle in traffic.
I'm grabbing mine too, Angela.
Ooh, this is sexy. Everybody slow down.
Who wants some of this loving?
I'm going to grab mine too. Wait, grab your love handle. This is hot.
It's like memory foam, you know?
Right.
It's like one of those squish balls, stress ball.
Right.
Exactly.
Look, it went back to normal size.
Exactly. Yeah. So, anyways, that's more of a kidney infection kind of symptom. But if it is keeping you from doing your regular activities, you need to go. Don't take, like, work will always be there. Do not forsake your health.
Right.
But you know, as moms, I never get time off. I wouldn't know what to do with myself.
I know.
But you got to put your health first.
I know, honey.
Yeah.
it will just get worse. I have to tell you, and I'll give you the quick and dirty. Like, as a busy nurse/mom, I was ignoring my health like 3 years ago, and I ended up in the ICU for 9 weeks fighting for my life because I ignored symptoms that I shouldn't have ignored. So,
what? And you're in the field. Wow, that's insane. Oh. So it's nice to know that even people in the field that are professionals ignore their pain.
Oh, we're the worst patients, because we take care of other people. We don't have time for ourselves, you know, and being a mom, it's the same thing.
It's heartbreaking when they do studies on caregivers, like whether there's people that are in the medical field or you're the caregiver at home. The stress of being the caregiver, for one, like, oh, I got to help these people, got to help them, bath or their medicine or blah, blah, blah. And then you never have time for yourself. That is what I'm going through. I've been pushing it. I've been burning it at both ends. Isn't that the same?
We don't need to know about what you're doing in the bedroom. Okay, so here's the thing. So Kathie should definitely see a physician, if not go to emergent care or ER.
Yeah, I would go to an ER or emergency room. It could be kidney stone, kidney infection, but if you're in this much pain, that's not normal.
I definitely think, Kathie, you should go
with a fever.
Right, you should go to an urgent care because I always feel comforted by being treated in the same shop as an Arby's and a yoga place. So I always think that's nice.
That is healthcare at its best.
You're like, excuse me, can I grab a Starbucks before I go to get my arm sewn back on? No. So yeah, thank you for the advice. We're definitely going to get her there.
Thank you, Angela.
After tomorrow's show. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
You take care of you.
Okay.
I appreciate it. Thank you. And you take care of you. I'm proud of you I'm glad you're here with us still.
Thanks for calling.
Well, thank you. Yeah, have a great day, guys.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye.
Kathie, you can't let people run over you. You can't let some big corporate television entity tell you that your health isn't important. You have to put you first. So go to the hospital after the radio show. And blow that TV show off.
Yeah.
You know what?
They don't care about you like I do in Wiggins. So you can leave at 9:30 and head to the hospital.
Here's the thing. Radio is much easier to fake, to fake it through some sort of health issue.
Huh?
Right.
No. I mean, fake it while we're on the air.
Right. In other words, with the TV
you can
show.
push through it.
Yeah.
The TV show, though, it's live. People are looking right at you.
Right.
And
they can tell.
They can see me when I start,
grabbing your side.
Right. Wanting to fall over.
Right.
It's just, we're built tough. I'm like that.
You're built like a Ford.
Exactly. I'm built tough.
Right.
So it's like I went the pregnancy, all the way through the pregnancy, both of them, never missing really a day ever with you two.
You're tough, but you're a dirty girl. You have a dirty infection.
Well, that's what I'm wondering.
Dirty infection. Was it the purple eggplant emoji? Is that what gave you the infection?
Oh, yes. Or the jade stone that Gwyneth Paltrow sells.
If you'd like to help Kathie, call now at 303-728-3420. No, give advice.
Oh, advice. Yeah, okay.
Right.
I thought you were going on with the eggplant emoji.
No.
I was
that's what caused the problem in the first place.
That's this weekend.
Blazin Hit Radio, Larry Eulerberry, Kathie J. Wiggins.
Yeah, and we got the phone lines working, and we got a Darrell Johnson who, it sounds just like Larry when you do the voice.
Hey, what's up? This is Darrell Johnson for the Denver Broncos. Yeah. You're listening to Larry and Kathie on Blazin Hit Radio.
He's on hold to talk to you, Kathie, specifically.
Hey, this is Darrell Johnson, the inspiration for the purple eggplant emoji. You're listening to Blazin Hit Radio with Kathie J, the girl I gave an infection to.
Yeah.
Someone says you could be septic. What is that?
It means you have an infection inside, like it's leaking out of things. It's not a pretty thing.
Not like a septic tank.
Let's not go there.
No. It would be in the lower area, so it would really, they call it the septic taint. It's your septic taint. And then you have to have the rid man come out, and he puts some little enzymes that eat up the
septic stuff. Right.
Exactly. I've seen the commercial.
Couldn't you just, wash it better?
Right, exactly.
Right.
I think it's probably just something that maybe was a diet-related thing. Like, in other words, you haven't been getting enough vitamin C or something like that.
Here's the thing that I hate the most. I just did the stereotypical joke that I would think about if somebody said they had a UTI.
Right.
That you just weren't washing good enough. And I know I'm washing good, okay? I wash it good. I never get them.
I wash it real good.
I wash it real good.
No. Here's the thing: is Mr. Efficient makes sure the whole house is clean, and that includes Kathie.
Right. So everything's good. You know what it was? It's probably just the fact that a week ago, when I first got the symptoms,
you should have checked it out.
I should have, instead of just being like, I'll drink more water, got some cranberry juice in me.
I know, but everybody does that. Everybody thinks that they're going to shake it off.
Because, it's just the money you got to spend going to see the doctor. And now it's antibiotics, and maybe I can do it at home.
I know, but you already pay the doctor, so you should definitely take advantage of it. Because Kathie and I have the same doctor because we've been with them for so long.
Lisa.
Right, and they kind of have us over a barrel because we really don't want anybody else's hands putting a finger in our butt but theirs. So
I mean, we've come a long way together.
Exactly.
And you guys share illnesses, so
yes.
when
right.
sick,
Kathie and I have had pap smears on the same day.
Oh my God!
I do remember though. Still, one of the funny stories you've ever told is when you got the red light special.
Right. It was like, she's like, I have to put my finger in there. And I was like, oh, dear Lord. I was like, for real? And then she's like, bringing this lube out and putting a glove on. I was like, clearly she's funning. And no, she wasn't funning. And so
I don't want that happening to me today. I can barely stand.
I was like, yeah, don't you have any male nurses I could look at while you're doing this?
Right. Do you have a picture for me to look at that's not a beach?
I got to go get my iPad. Hold on.
So people are saying, the fever. I definitely have some chills.
Do you? Let me do the mom thing with the back of my hand.
See, you don't feel it.
You're gonna hit her.
No, I don't. Yeah, you are a touch warm.
Nah, I'm not. But I feel the chills happening. Like
I hate that. Now I just touched her.
Yeah. Oh, right.
Now my uterus is going to be all weird.
You know what? No, I'm sorry about your uterus being weird. You let me go to Lisa. The one thing that I'm worried about though is, before this I was sick and I let that go.
Right.
And then I was on a plane, and then I was here, and then I have kids that are sick. Like, maybe it's just this is my body's way of saying,
stop doing things.
Hit the brakes, Kathie.
Yeah, give those kids up for adoption.
Give them to Larry and Chris.
Yeah, there you go. Merry Christmas.
You make everybody happy, Larry. Chris get one. The Whitcombs get one.
Yeah.
You're free.
Yeah. Yay.
Well, let's get to Daryl Johnson's call.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm free.
Purple eggplant.
That's right. Yeah. Blazin Hit Radio, Larry Ulibarri. A very ill Kathie J and Wiggins. Kathie J not feeling 100%. We're not exactly sure what's wrong, but we're hoping you can help us out at 303-728-3420.
Yeah.
I think that guy's holding.
Yeah, Daryl.
Please say he's still there. Daryl?
Hello, this is Darrell.
Darrell. I should have known.
White guy.
I should have known White Wiggins got it wrong. Hi, Darrell.
Hey, Darrell. I heard you wanted to play doctor tonight.
Yeah, she want to play doctor with her, and the patient got no insurance.
So what is that medicine they want you to take?
I don't know. I don't even remember what they had said.
D something?
D-Manos, that's what it was.
Yeah, you need to take the D.
Wait.
No, you need to take Johnson's D. All night.
Kind of the hair of the dog that bit you.
Okay, what does that mean?
That means that, like, if you're drunk and hungover, you need a beer to
keep it
to counter what you did the night before. Like, in other words, hair of the dog that bit you.
Or you use something of
what got you sick.
Okay,
or what, you know what I mean?
So I need Darrell.
Right. So in other words, the purple emoji eggplant got you this way, and that's the only thing that's gonna get you out.
You need to reverse Darrell.
Yeah, you know what, Darrell? My name's Darrell, too. You could have two Darrells.
Ooh, Darrell sandwich.
Yeah, we going to make Kathie like one of those chicken on a spit.
Okay.
You know those chicken, the rotisserie? Go around around and around.
I've done a lot, but I'm just not that type of girl. I'm sorry, Darrell number 1 and Darrell number 2.
Well, considering I'm a white gay guy.
It wasn't going to happen anyway.
Yeah.
That's okay, Larry. That's okay.
But hey, thank you, Darrell, for calling in and making me smile through my pain this morning.
Yeah, no worries, Kathie. You just need a rest. That's what you need. So no partying tonight.
Yeah. Me and Darrell are gonna kiss it and make it better.
Larry you know what? I think Larry just wants my meat thermometer.
You know
That's
what?
Okay.
Hey, let's take Kathie and kiss her where it stinks. Up to Greeley, Arcama City.
I'm down with that.
Well, you're bringing back good memories. Thanks, Darrell.
Yeah, Kathie says you're bringing up good memories.
All right.
All right.
Right on, man.
Thank you for calling. You have a good day.
Later.
Yeah. All right.
Now it's going to be killing her all day. Is that really a black guy? Was it really
No.
hot?
Yeah. I'm dying to say, could you tell me what your normal voice is? Because that'll require how I'm going to think of you later today.
Well, my name's Ralph. I work in IT, and I love you guys. I listen every morning.
You did fantastic, Ralph.
There it went.
You call us 303-728-3420.
Right. He's like a Chinese guy with like green hair. I don't know.
Well, you know what? He pulled it off. But now that I know,
stereotyping.
I miss the phone lines, and it's so nice that they're back in.
Thank you.
Please call and wish Kathie a get well or a home remedy, and just call and say, hey.
A home remedy like that was like, you mix some garlic together with some cauliflower.
Right. You put some small potatoes, the red potatoes,
in your socks.
Right.
Yeah,
exactly.
that's onions. Yeah, right.
So, Kathie, we're going to make you a human crock pot.
Everybody's good news coming up next. We have Arnold Schwarzenegger story coming up.
Oh, cool.
And I also have some Cannabis Chronicle news.
Oh, cool.
Ooh, yeah.
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 Little cannabis.
Cannabis Chronicles.
From the Green Salute.
What? Brought to you by. Yeah.
Okay, so there is a group that is like studying a lot that's going on with the cannabis, and since we legalized it and stuff.
Right, because there's so many things that they can study, and they're like, everybody's calm in that state.
Right.
I would like to say that, but it's like the amount of road rage still tells me that we need more smokers. We need to promote this product.
But you road rage and you smoke.
Oh, you're right.
Oh.
I guess it's not the cure-all.
He got you there.
He's right.
So
he's right. Well, he's right.
You know what? But years ago, I came up with the perfect solution to road rage, and nobody ever took it and ran with it. It should have been a big public service announcement. It should have been national and then global.
Yep.
And my solution to road rage is if Wiggins and I got in a car accident or some sort of like he cut me off and now we're coming at each other out of our cars.
Yeah.
What you have to do is I have to approach Wiggins and say, my name's Larry, and I have a dog, Yoshi, and my husband's name is Chris, and he's a flight attendant, and I live in Stapleton, and I love the Broncos.
Right, you got to try to humanize each other.
Right, and then he has to come at me and go, I just got married, and my wife's name is Kayla, and we have 2 dogs, and I love the Broncos, too. So then,
except for right now, because they don't know how to play offense, and I'm really mad that Osweiler's going to be starting.
I totally agree with you.
Who are you? Why aren't you in our car accident?
I'm driving by.
That's a weird lady. Now we have a common issue. We're like, who is she?
See how well that worked?
Exactly.
Women are dumb.
I think that's that lady that's driving to the hospital because she's got a yeast infection in her armpit.
I don't know.
Oh, whatever.
Okay, not to interrupt, but breaking news, they just caught the guy off at 72nd and Federal.
So he didn't leave the area?
No, they said he drove right by the media.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, so they got the guy that did the Thornton shoot.
Yeah, it's live right now.
Good.
So on Fox 31, they're showing that, but that doesn't matter. That's just the breaking news.
Yeah, right. Sorry.
Sorry.
Wow. So, yeah, okay. So this group that started studying it 5 years ago when Colorado voters, here's the quote, Larry, when Colorado voters shattered cannabis prohibition.
Shattered.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Nectar bee shatter.
What the group has found is in the 5 years since Colorado voters legalized marijuana, the cannabis industry has shattered expectations by proving that legalization can be a huge success.
Exactly.
As the industry... No.
I was going to say I honestly feel because TGS is setting the standard.
The green solution.
Right, and so I feel that they are doing it right and crossing their T's and dotting their I's, so we are the template of how other states need to roll it out.
Right.
And roll it.
There we go again. They also said as the industry itself matures with people like the Green Solution, cannabis business owners must remain vigilant in protecting the integrity of the industry and the regulatory system that maintains it.
I'd also venture to say that like every other industry, we need to start greasing the wheels, if you know what I mean, because all those politicians need some of that pot money, because like that's how they do it. It's like for years and years, that's how like people get in. That's how the politics work. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but we're going to hope that they're just like, I built you a new park for kids in your district.
I know, but I
don't want it going in the pockets of people.
No, I know. It's still going to have to be part of the deal, but we're going to grease the wheels with cannabis oil.
Man, look at all these.
He is just throwing them in. One, two, three, I tell you. So they are going to continue this panel. And, but it's interesting that,
Yeah, it's interesting that, like, there's legitimate researchers that have to be like, well, I guess we'll have to see what this product's all about and
I think
talk about it.
The coolest thing about Blazin Hit Radio, Larry and Kathie J teaming up with the Green Solution, is the fact that we get to be part of that movement, and we're working towards you. Kathie, you're going to have segments where you're going to talk to Mr. Miyagi, who, because of CBD and the Green Solution regimen, was able to fight off cancer.
Right.
And so, versus the traditional means. So I think that there's positive sides that you guys are going to do with this partnership to be like, what's up?
Right.
I was at the Green Solution yesterday, and I'm like, it still blows my mind that I have a strain, but it's really cool is, I don't know if you've seen this yet, Kathie. Oh, I recorded it on my phone.
Okay.
So when you're at the Green Solution, they have these, when you're looking at the samples of stuff,
okay,
they have these mini screens.
Yeah, it's really cool. Like every little strain has an iPad, a mini
right,
pad.
for sure. So on mine, where my strain is, I actually pop up in the video.
No, you don't.
Yeah. So wait, watch. If you just keep your eyes on it. So I pop up, and then I like say shh, and then I rip a bong.
That's hilarious. How did you get that?
No, and then I exhale, and then I'm gone. So all the smoke
came in.
Yeah. So there's like 3 or 4 different versions of that.
That is hella cool, Larry.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to Wig for making these because
they're cool, Wiggins.
Yeah, watch this one.
Well, that's what the beauty is I mean, we're live on Facebook right now. We got a green screen in here. We're able to do things completely different because we got the backing of the Green Solution to help us get where we want to be, and things like that are just fun. And that's what I want. Like, we're going to start pushing promotion for the app to get you two on the green screen, weekend update type segments.
It's
on.
We're going to take it there.
We're even going to make pornos here.
Okay,
no, Larry's going to do that, and
we're going to recreate the Harvey Weinstein thing.
No,
Kathy's all, I just am here for an acting job.
She said, why do you need me to come in the room?
I'm all, you sit over here. Just have a drink.
Yeah, I don't want to come in the room. You touched my boob.
It's not funny, Larry.
It is not funny, but it's funny to make fun of him.
Oh, no, totally. Did you see there was like some 23-foot monument that they made of Harvey Weinstein in London?
Shut up.
And set it on fire. And the monument was totally him. You can tell it's his face, and he's wearing a bathrobe, and he's got like an Emmy in front of where his parts would be.
See, you know what? Like, why are we lacking? That should have been us that made it. Now the Brits are outdoing us
because we need
on
more
our controversy.
We need more employees.
Right.
We're stretched thin. And now in the Cannabis Chronicles, we have to end with Alex Trebek once accidentally tripped on pot brownies.
Okay, so he thought they were regular brownies, or somebody tricked him?
No, he thought they were regular brownies.
Well, then if you're at a party, you got to kind of know the crowd. If it smells like pot and I see brownies, I'm suspect.
Yeah, automatically.
Right.
But Alex Trebek is a chocolate fiend.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so much so that when
what is my Achilles heel?
What is chocolate?
Right, what is
Correct.
chocolate? Okay, so he was in his 30s at the time. So this happened a long time ago, okay?
So that was when the mustache was not gray. It was like solid brown.
Totally. It was porn stash, probably.
Right, exactly.
He was at a party in Malibu. Okay?
And then he's probably like really fun guy to play trivia with because you got to have him on your team.
Yeah, no, I'm not playing against him. What are you, crazy? Oh my God. So Alex Trebek had just come to California from Canada 40 years ago, and he's a chocolate fiend. So when he noticed there were some brownies on the table, he started scarfing them down.
Whoa, and those are probably like, you should probably only have a half.
Yeah, right. So he says, I love brownies, but I didn't realize that they were hash brownies, and whew, that threw me for a loop. I took down about half a dozen.
Oh, no. My God.
I actually saw my mustache crawl off my face. He saw, I've never seen it since.
The dinner party was on a Friday. He wasn't able to leave his house until Sunday afternoon. He spent the next day and a half in bed. It wasn't a good trip. He's not done any of that stuff since. Oh, my God.
Whoa. Yeah, it sucks to do it, like, unknowingly.
And not know, yeah.
Yeah, because I think my dad did that to my mom, and so she really hated pot. Like, me growing up, she was just like, it's evil, it's bad. Your dad gave me a brownie once, and I was seeing things, and I was like, Mom, Dad did, and I was like, Dad, you're bad, you know.
Right, but if you, bad trip, of course, that's with anything, alcohol.
Right, or you can't Cosby people.
Like, no, thank you.
I think we should start freaking out because everyone is telling Kathie she needs to go to the hospital. So I don't know what.
Why? Because you guys can tell how horrible I look. Like I'm dying.
No.
Right
Kathie
now.
is going to go to the hospital at 9:30 tomorrow.
The doctor said I need to come down, Larry.
Which doctor?
Tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it's a real doctor. Yeah. Let's see your license.
Dr. Lisa.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, Lisa hit me back.
Oh, okay.
Did she say she's all, you're gonna die?
Here,
she
listen.
said,
we can do it here. Boil some water, tear up some sheets. I got this.
Thank you, everybody, for having my back. Sometimes you just need somebody to go to the doctor.
Right. You're not going to let TV bully you into coming in sick, but you're going to let radio. Because you're part
Larry.
owner.
Let Larry.
She's part owner.
Yeah, I know.
I'll let you punch me in the kidney. Go ahead. And I'll be in pain, too. Hit it.
I'll do it.
Okay,
Yeah,
Wiggins gets to hit you. I'm
you.
totally going to in for this. And then you got me till 9:30.
Oh, no.
So did you are you going to TV today?
No, I'm out of TV.
Oh,
See, that's a mistake. I think you should go in and the whole show should be her being treated. You know what I mean?
On
Like, let's get
TV?
some cameras at the emergent care, and let's do this.
It's all like
ratings.
Grey's Anatomy
Right.
episode.
And then they pull out that camera where they do coloscopies.
No.
Right. We got to look at this raw angle.
No, you don't have to do that.
All right. Well, you got an hour to go, Kathie.
Okay. Wait, I have to wait an hour?
Yeah, we called an ambulance. They said they were backed up.
Larry said 9:30, so I was wrong. You got an hour and 20 minutes.
There's no way. There's no way.
All right. See, here's the thing.
Oh my
We
God.
called Fight for Life, and they wanted Visa or MasterCard first. I'm kidding. But that would be expensive.
Yeah, Larry's all, I didn't call anybody.
Right. No, we got you a lift. We got
did?
you. Yeah, the basic lift. It's the one that shares.
Oh.
So you'll be in there with like four other people.
It'll take me an hour to get there.
Right.
I signed up for that not knowing that I was signing up with someone. I was just like, oh, this is cheaper. Cool. All right. And then I get in there and I'm all, who's this dude? Like,
He's all, I'm your date.
Shut up, Wiggins. It's making me laugh. I'm a 30. Who's this dude?
So, did you guys have a good night? Or
yeah, no.
Right.
It took a while to drop him off. I'll never do it again.
Yes.
Did you talk at all while you were in the car with him?
You know, Kayla hates my wife because I'll talk to the driver. I don't really talk to like passengers. The drivers are more like,
Really?
yeah.
You make fun of me talking to the drivers, but yet now
Well, it's what you say to the drivers.
Okay.
Nothing's more fun than to be blazed and hear her talk to strangers. I just sit back and go, where's this going to go?
Yeah.
It's fun.
It really is.
And then as we walk away, she already knows everybody's name. She's like, that's Al. His wife is Barbara. She's suffering from some sort of infection.
Stop it. You're killing me.
Okay. And
All right, let's give Kathie some medical attention after 9:30.
get you some cannabis.
This is the Cannabis Chronicles.
Yeah, brought to you by the Green Solution.
My latest pet peeve in traffic is people now that they all do this, and I'm guilty of it.
Mm-hmm.
But you're at the front of the light. I mean, there's a bunch of cars behind you, and you check your phone because you're at a red light.
Right.
So you look down.
That's your time to check.
Right. And so this guy's like, 2 lights in a row. He's just on his phone, and then the light turns green. I wait for a little bit because I'm not that guy that immediately honks.
Yes.
So I give it a second, and then I honk, and it just really pissed me off. So I text myself all the time to remind myself of things to talk about on the air.
Yes, right.
So I text myself.
Stop texting yourself.
I said, stop snoozing and checking your blinking phone at the red light, a-hole. Right?
Yeah.
Did you do that as you were at a red light?
No.
Oh.
So I texted to myself.
Yeah.
And then I'm walking around doing some errands with Aldo. And then I look at my phone. I was like, oh, I got a text. And I see, stop snoozing and checking your blinking phone. And I thought somebody was coming at me. And I was all,
oh my God,
who the hell is... Oh, I was like, oh, that was me. Yeah, I was like, I almost wanted to get in a fight with myself. I will meet you. I happen to be here, too.
What do I
I'm
say?
at Argonaut Liquors, too, you son of a bitch.
That would be the meanest fight ever.
Right.
Larry versus
It'd be like,
Larry. Yeah.
Oh, you guys verbally would just
kicking my ass.
just destroy each other.
I like when he puts the soap in his eyes and he's all,
oh, God.
Anyway.
Yes. Okay. So, hey, Congratulations to the Houston Astros.
The assholes.
You know what? I am dying every single second.
It's okay. The Houston
Astros, they won their first World Series.
Oh, that's
Shut up, Wiggins. Astros.
Yeah, for sure. Yay.
But you knew that.
Yeah, for sure. I watched the whole thing.
Yeah.
I did.
The whole series?
Yeah.
Or the whole game?
The whole series.
Okay. Who won?
The Astros.
Oh, okay.
You think I'm that dumb?
How did they win?
They just played hard. And, it was really, I'll say the thing that really won it for them was their spirit.
Right, they had Houston Strong supporting them. Yeah, you're right.
What inning did they win in?
The winning inning.
Yeah, what inning was that?
I call it the winning.
What inning?
The seventh. Bottom of the seventh.
They won in the bottom of the seventh?
Yeah.
Okay, so the game ends there?
No, I don't know if the guy's a top or a bottom, but I think he bottoms.
We're not going there.
Okay, I don't know. Why are we in Larry Lebrand Sports?
You know why? I'm sorry. I wanted because I was going on to tell you about it.
The Astros.
No, well, yeah, and to get to the next story I had. A guy won $14 million betting on the World Series.
Wow.
And he chickened out of letting it ride for Game 7. If he would have let it ride, he would have been a multi-millionaire.
So how much did he win?
Some person won $14 million by predicting the winners of the first 6 games of the World Series. Dodgers Game 1, Astros in Game 2 and 3, Dodgers, Astros, Dodgers.
So how much do you have to...
he did it by doing...
how much do you have to put in to get that?
Right, so he did it by doing a let it ride. Okay, parlay.
So every game would go up.
It would just keep going. You don't touch
if
the
you
money.
won the previous, yeah.
And you keep betting all of your winnings onto the next game. The money grows, and okay. So,
if you tell me he started with like $5, I'm going to kill myself.
Okay, so he chickened out and walked away without trying to go 7 for 7. The insider claims he started with $500,000.
Okay.
The guy has money.
Okay, but still, I mean, that's such a huge risk. If he has to have more of that, obviously, than in the bank. You know?
Right. And then he bet $8 million on the Dodgers to win Game 6, and they did. And that's
he had to cough up another $8 million?
Because you won the money and it rolled over, and so he either could step away or keep going. So he moved on to the next bet, and so that's why he could have won multi-millions, but didn't go into Game 7.
So is he like just some sports phenom about stuff? Or
no word on his identity. He's younger than 30, Eastern European, and he walked away with $14 million.
That's insane.
Insane.
I thought it was supposed to, isn't that Larry on sports?
No,
we're not on sports.
Oh, okay.
This started out as something else.
Okay.
And then we just went to,
So are we still doing Larry on sports?
No. Oh, that's later.
Oh, okay.
Because I have all the lowdown on the Broncos.
Okay, well, let's go
good.
then. All right.
Sorry about that.
If you thought I knew baseball.
I didn't think bottom of the 7th the game ended?
I don't know.
You just said.
I mean, it was top of the 9th. Yesterday, I swore that I wasn't going to eat any candy because I just ate enough at Halloween.
Yes.
So I was like, I've had enough candy. But then I ate a sucker anyway.
I mean, before you know it. Yeah, before you know it, you're like, yeah, you're a sucker for a sucker.
More of an oral fixation thing, really. Don't you guys lick lollipops like that?
No, I get right in there and crunch it and bite it in half.
Do you I don't know how people can eat
like
suckers.
I destroy it. I bite it right off.
See, that's not cool.
Yeah. Even a blow pop?
Yeah.
You go right
that.
to
I tried to take anything sexual out of where Larry was going with the blow pop. I get right in and bite it in half.
True story. The guy from the commercial that Wiggins just did.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Mr. Owl, how many licks does it take to get the center of a Tootsie Pop?
And he's like, 1, 2, 3. I met that guy.
What?
Who did the voice for the owl, and he's like a voiceover guy, and I met him at a recording studio, and he's really little, and he's old, and he dresses like a cowboy, so he has like a little thing that you tie and a cowboy hat.
Like a scarf cowboy?
Yeah, like a little
like Roy
kerchief.
Rogers?
Yeah, but like kind of like in a fashion sense.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So his clothes are all Western, and then he's all, yep, I'm the voice of the owl. And I was like, oh, well, nice to meet you. And then he reaches in his pocket and he pulls out a Tootsie Roll and he hands it to you.
You're kidding me.
And it was like, it's all warm.
You're making me hurt.
No, I swear to God.
Shut up.
I was like,
this isn't a Family Guy episode.
No,
what
I
you
swear to God. So I met the guy who does the commercial. That's all I'm saying.
And he pulled out a piece of candy
of the brand that he's known. So he goes around telling people, I'm the owl.
Yeah.
And then have a piece of candy.
A 2, a 3. Yeah.
Crunch a 3. You know what? I would want to. I mean, that's a bucket list thing, right? You get a piece of Tootsie Roll from the actual owl, but
I didn't
it's a
eat
little
it.
weird. It's a little weird that
that he gave me a warm Tootsie Roll.
Right,
and then he wanted to watch me eat it. He's like, "Oh, you're gonna eat it?" And I was like, "Oh, I'll probably save it for later."
Shut up.
Later, and he's like, "No, you should eat it now."
You're making that up. Are you kidding me? Shut up.
He's like, "Do you know how big my junk is?"
What?
He goes, 1, a 2, a 3, a 4 inches.
Yeah. 1, a 2, a 3.
And then he was clearly.
Okay, I think we're done.
He was clearly an older show businessman, so he probably thought he can get away with it.
Well, it's Harvey Weinstein in a cowboy hat.
Right.
Hattie. All right, that's it. That's what we were talking about.
No.
Okay, I was like, the break's over.
I derailed because you did the thing.
Yeah.
Speaking of the candy, then, if we're gonna keep going,
that's why I said, because it was a segue to your junk food,
and it was a funny
Kathy
story.
Really is dying because she's just
I'm
like,
in so much pain.
1, 2. You know what, dude? This is serious. We really do need to wrap up. Maybe you and I host the show.
Fine. This is the last thing we'll talk about.
Okay. And then we'll do another break, and then another break, and then she can leave.
Okay, I hate you.
Yeah, and they're like, if she would have gotten to the hospital an hour earlier, we could have saved her.
Right.
He's all, but it was these 2 a-holes she works with. They didn't want to let her go. And then the Fox 31 will be like, we, of course, cut Kathy loose from any duty because we knew how serious it was.
That is what they're saying.
Right.
Annalisa and Mary, they're so supportive. Yeah, they're like, just get better. Go as soon as you can. Yeah, not these two. And Chris Parente would also be telling me, get your friend in there.
No, I don't think so.
I know, but
he would.
Annalisa also texts. She says, "Get better and know that the ratings will just take a dive."
No. Okay, so the candy.
Okay. Junk food.
Junk food. The topic is junk food overload.
Yeah, I try to watch that. I mean, like switching over to plant-based, you really can't eat any fast food.
Yeah. Well, no.
Until I open Eula Burger, and then that's going to be really good burgers.
Larry, junk food is everything.
What do you mean?
Not just fast food.
My stomach is like, because I've just been eating terrible because just whatever, I just have a horrible diet here. And so I was like literally just in pain. And I knew it was just because I've just been doing nothing but fast food, soda.
Fast.
And so like in the middle of the night, I'm just like, like I'm making noises. Kayla can't stand it because I'm like, oh, and I can hear her as I'm in the bathroom. I can hear her going,
oh my God,
like,
shut up, you big baby.
She's starting to resent you.
She doesn't resent me. She just says I'm super dramatic, which I am. Because like one time I rolled into a ball. I was like in my boxers. I was just like,
okay, well, you guys would not be able to deal with what I have right now.
Well, so wait, listen. Wiggins, I do want to say he eats heavy because sometimes he'll use the bathroom here. And then you're like, how does somebody do that to a toilet? And like Aldo was like, what the hell? So like literally Aldo was like this. He was like to clean it. Aldo was like this.
This is just what I'm wondering, Wiggins. Why don't you go one more step further and flush twice?
No, I do. No.
Flush 3.
No, I
go
do.
4 or 5.
I do. It's
Why
literally
is it our responsibility to see it?
Because eventually it'll go away.
No, if you're an adult, you need to start adulting around this place.
I know, but each one weighs like a lead weight.
Yeah.
It's like
no, it goes down like a baby arm is just going around the toilet, and then it
my God.
You did this too much.
And then it goes.
Yeah, that was too
you
far.
Just grossed me.
That is too far.
I can't.
Kink. All right. Anyway,
you could use to turn the fan on too.
Yeah, he does not turn the fan on.
Because you know why?
After him, you're going to die before you even reach the switch with the fan.
The fan. There's 2 entrances into the bathroom, and the fan is not by the entrance that I use.
Right.
So leaning over 1 foot and turning it on.
No, it's just not in my. I never got in the habit of using it.
When you're washing your hands, turn on the fan.
It's all right.
Hey, after he goes, he has to take a shower.
Yeah. Okay, so junk food overload. Back to this. Now that the official candy holiday is over, it's a good time for a ton of new junk food to hit the market.
Oh, great. We were just thinking that we were getting rid of it.
The McRib is back, everybody.
Is that really a rib?
I never.
It's not.
I couldn't eat those.
Right. It's something in the form of rib, right? It's not real rib.
It looks like it's like the shape and like the.
Right. It's like the cartoon rib.
It's like the chicken at Subway. It looks grilled, but really it just came out of a box.
That's the same stuff that people get spray tanning with.
What?
You know, the spray tan? That's where they put the grill marks on.
Oh,
I'm kidding.
Oh, I was like, wow.
I was like,
I wouldn't put it past it. That's another thing I gotta learn.
A bunch of plucked chickens standing, ready to be sprayed.
Shut up. It does have that kind of like spray tan on that chicken, though. That's why you had me for a minute. Okay, Carl's Jr. has a new milkshake that's only made with Jolly Ranchers.
Okay, that doesn't turn me on.
Okay, well, it got my attention. Chuck E. Cheese already sells pizza using mac and cheese as a topping, but why not add some Cheetos to it?
Okay, yeah, it wasn't unhealthy enough.
Uh-huh. And Hershey's announced a new gold candy bar. Gold!
There's gold in that candy bar.
What's it made of?
Looks like a regular Hershey's, but it's not chocolate.
It's laxative.
What is it?
Oh, my God. I think I'm dying right now.
Maybe that's why you're dying, because you ate one of those.
No,
Someone said you had diverticulitis.
No, we're not going diverticulitis.
Diverticulitis?
What is that?
What is that? Do you know?
Yeah, it's when your intestines get like a pocket in them.
Oh.
It looks like a baseball or something.
No, it's in her back.
And then food gets stuck in there and doesn't flow the right way out.
See what happens when you don't chew a whole chicken wing? No,
Okay.
it's in your back.
The gold candy bar is caramelized cream.
Oh my God, that sounds amazing.
Thank you. I knew you were going to love it. And I don't like this, but it's got pieces of peanuts and pretzels in it.
Oh, I'm all about that.
See, I hate that. That means that it's less caramel cream.
I know, but I mean, that gives you that salty sweet. That sounds brilliant. When does that come out?
December 1st.
Oh my God, I know what I want for Christmas. I love gold. You know what else looks good? Is the KFC commercial. I don't eat chicken, but that gold chicken. Has anybody tried that?
Gold chicken.
Yeah, like it's like they have a mustard gold sauce. Is their new thing?
No idea.
Well, I wouldn't know.
Let us know, people, if you have tried the gold chicken.
Yeah, 303-728-3420. Kathy, you still got an hour to go. We
No.
got a comedian coming in.
I know.
Right
I
now.
can hang out through the
Nate.
comedian.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, my God, I'll kill you.
We're hanging out right now in the Green Solution studio. Kathie J is trying to survive and maintain.
I got this. I can't leave Nate.
No, not at all. So we have comedian Nate Bergatze. He's here tonight at Comedy Works downtown. He's here Friday and Saturday. Shows almost sold out, so you got to get those tickets now. But you're watching and streaming us on Facebook. And hey, thanks for coming in, man.
Yeah.
What's up?
Hi, Nate.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Yes.
Kathy did her makeup because you were here. That's an honor.
You know what? I appreciate that.
Yeah. And also because we're going Facebook Live.
But now it comes out.
Definitely for you, Nate. Definitely.
And you probably want a little makeup for when you show up to the ER, because there will be people in there that, hey, I listen to you every day.
Can we take a picture?
Yeah. Hey, Kathy.
Right. Yeah, someone once asked me to take a photo right after I had my daughter. And she was going through, I don't know, some issues.
Where they clean the baby?
Right. And I'm walking through going to see her, and I look like hell. And somebody was like, Can I get a picture with you?
You're like, yes, you can.
But
well,
Nate,
who could ever love a beast?
I'm dying to ask you about your dad. And he was a professional clown.
He's a magician. Still is a magician.
Yeah, was it scary growing up with a clown dad?
No, it's like you just, it's there. My first memory in life is meeting him pulling up with the Easter Bunny in the passenger seat of his car.
Awesome.
Okay.
And he was dressed as a clown. And the clown part didn't faze me at all.
Right. It was before there was a time where clowns weren't as scary as they are now, but people have made them like this thing where it's like, for whatever reason, they're terrifying.
Yeah.
Like after Pennywise.
Has it ruined some business for your dad?
Well, now he's not as a clown anymore, but it was at the beginning. It would hurt probably. The first It,
the original,
the clown. Yeah, the clown.
Pennywise,
they had to first do the first one, the wave. Right. When the first movie came out. When did it come out? I don't know.
80-something.
87 or something.
1990. I watched it.
We were so close.
Yeah.
So close.
75, 90.
Yeah,
right there. We were right
there. Quicker than I thought. So that they had to survive that, and then they finally get it calmed down, and then they remake it.
Right.
Oh, no. It was like that movie is terrifying. I was saying that like I thought it was like so scary, and I was put on social media, and like almost every single person was like, yeah, that movie wasn't scary at all. And I was like, okay, so you're okay with seeing kids being eaten. I don't know about you, but
Spoiler
that kind of
alert.
scared the hell out of me. Yeah.
So I was just wondering, did you get scared of clowns, or did it not bother you at all? Did he do things like honk honk? I mean,
no, it was he did magic, and he would just do it as a clown. Like, so he would do parties and stuff like that. Like he did for kindergarten. When I was in kindergarten, he came and did a show and would have like tricks as a clown. And
that's cool.
Yeah. So it was like for kids stuff. And
but
then
now he's a big magician. Like he does huge tricks.
Yeah, now he does. Well, no, now he just sleight of hand.
Oh, okay. So he's not like making the Statue of Liberty.
It's not like no. That would be. What if he did that and you hadn't? You haven't heard it. I'm like, you didn't hear about my dad making the Statue of Liberty disappear? I'm
surprised. David Copperfield?
Wow. No, and that's the thing. He's not. It was another time that they let him do it.
Did watching him perform make you want to get into the comedy? Was it kind of what made you want to make that leap? Was it just watching him do performances to say, "Hey, I want to entertain people"?
Yeah, I think it had to play into it. I don't know if I ever like had the like thought of like he did this, so I'm going to do this. Because when I started doing comedy, my parents were unbelievably supportive. But I didn't. It was like I don't know. I don't think we thought our worlds were like the exact same. Because they, in the magic world and comedy, even though they are.
Yeah. Right, they're performers.
You're performers, yeah. But how you start and all that stuff is not like he started very different than I did. And so it was, it wasn't the exact same. But then the more I got into it, the more I realized, like, when I'm doing like dumb gigs, like when you first start out where you're driving 5 hours for $100. Mm-hmm. And, I remember then you're thinking like, oh, he did all this. Like I remember all the nights he was gone. This is what he was doing.
Right. So that's gotta help you understand him more.
Yeah. He probably would have liked me to understand that more when I was 8.
Yeah, right. When you were like, you're never home.
Yeah, where are you?
Did he ever saw you in half? Did you ever get to be a part of the trick?
No, I've been a part of a trick. I've appeared out of this was not him. It was someone else, but I've appeared out of a big box where a girl disappeared, then I came out.
Ta-da.
It was a transgender morphication.
It was, yeah. That's how I came out. Yeah, that's how I came out. I came out real big.
Well, your first album went to the top of the iTunes charts, and it was yelled at by a clown.
Congratulations.
Was that you kind of going into that world of what it was like with him, or was that?
Yeah, I had a joke about where I would say like my dad was a clown. And I grew up with it. I never trusted clowns. Like, you ever been yelled at by a clown? I have. Confusing that is to get yelled at by a guy that's got a smile painted on his face.
So confusing.
He's up to you all along.
Yeah. But I mean, I had a great childhood. Like, it wasn't like that was not a joke. That was like deep, like some kind of like I was like beaten when my dad was a clown. I had some people email me some stuff like where I think they did think that was like I understand where you're going.
No.
And then you're like, yeah, it's like tough to be like you're like no, everything was great.
Yeah,
I just
was cool, right.
Making like a joke. Yeah, making a joke.
And now they've already connected with you. They're like, I'm going to follow you forever.
Yeah.
Right. My dad hurt me, and he was a clown too.
Yeah.
So where are you from?
Nashville.
I was going to say, there is an accent.
Yeah, I moved back there. Yeah, I was in New York for a long time, like 9 years, and LA.
Do the jokes work the same wherever you go, or are there certain parts of the country where some jokes work better? Or
yeah, they work relatively they work the same, especially now, like the more like you're, I just tour so much now, so
right.
You figure it out. But people like laugh at stuff, can be laugh at stuff different. Like you could go somewhere and they could be laughing, whether they're laughing with you or at you. Mm-hmm. I always think that's like if I'm from the South, it might be laugh, or if I'm in the South, they could laugh with me just because it's,
right.
They relate to it more or something, and then you go somewhere else, maybe they're laughing more at you because they're like, oh, that's how
they are in the South. You're right,
or something. So, but you look at it like either way counts.
Yeah, right.
You got the laugh.
Well, that's why you're selling out. That's why you've been on Jimmy Fallon twice. That must be cool. When you go, is it?
Yeah.
Get your name on a door.
Oh yeah, the whole. I've done it more. I've done Tonight Show. I'm the most. So yeah.
Oh, that's
6
awesome.
times I think.
Damn, do you get anything for that?
I get to say it right now. I always wanted like some weird. I was going like I almost was when Conan. I did Conan twice when he was in New York before he moved. Before he did the Tonight Show.
Right.
And so that was almost the last one to do it. I always like wanted one of those. I was the last guy to ever do the. I don't know why.
Like how Bill Murray was the first guest of somebody.
Yeah.
It is neat.
It's neat to it's neat to say.
Right.
And then Seinfeld ended up doing it.
Who's that guy?
I know.
Whatever.
Who?
And And then I'd late night with when Fallon was late night with Jimmy Fallon. I was the first guy to get bumped on Conan on TPS. So that's something.
Congratulations!
Thank you.
That's still a first.
Thank you.
Still,
I know. That's how much I'm searching it. That I'm like, I was the first guy to wear a T-shirt, the longest backstage before I went on stage.
Yeah.
Yep.
I got a weird record.
There it is. It says right there. That's Brett.
Nate Bergatze, he's going to be here tonight, Friday and Saturday at Comedy Works downtown. Get those tickets at comedyworks.com.
Seriously, there's only a few left.
Yeah, you're making Kathie laugh, dude, and she's like,
I know,
dying.
She's in pain.
No, but I enjoy. I'm enjoying hanging out with you. I couldn't leave.
That's a true honor that you stayed.
Yeah.
Where does it hurt, Kathy? Show them where it hurts.
It just feels like somebody's punching me in my lower back.
Yeah.
You know,
and I told her, oh my God, voodoo dolls work.
Yeah, right.
Because I've been at home going,
right. You know, it was because you got it on Amazon Prime.
Right.
Right.
But it looks I actually bought the doll. It was a Sarah Sanders doll. It just looked like Kathy. Sarah Huckabee Sanders.
Yeah.
Did you dress up for Halloween? Did you do anything for Halloween?
Yeah, we went. I have a 5-year-old, and so we took her.
What was she?
Out. She was a unicorn. My Little Pony.
Pinkie Pie.
Not Pinkie Pie, the Rainbow Dash, I think. Yeah, Rainbow Dash.
She has kids the same age.
I have a 4-year-old. So
yeah. We watched that movie.
Oh, wow.
My Little Pony.
I've avoided it, thank God.
It's not good, but it's, but it's for,
It's good for them.
It's fun to take them. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Right, because then you can be on your phone just doing whatever.
Oh man, I was on that one I was on my phone. Like you're in like another world. It's like if you need to get some stuff done on your phone, right. You're just like, let's go see who wants to see My Little Pony.
No, when I babysit the girls, I already have the routine because I know the power of animated television. So before they even get there, I set up their little chairs, I put little snacks out, I put their little drink cups, and then I pull the TV out and I go on Netflix and look up something CGI, and then once they hit the door, I hit play, and then they come sit in their little chairs, and I made them into little potatoes. They're like,
they don't even know they're at your house.
Right?
They
No, they know that I'm going to spoil them the whole time. But I mean, it was before they had the TV, because I didn't know to use it. I was chasing them all over, and they wanted to play and do a bunch of stuff, and I was like, oh my God.
You prefer a more subdued,
a docile child.
Yeah,
right. How long is that movie? An hour? Sweet.
Sweet. I'll see you later.
Hey, Nate, thanks for coming in and hanging out with us, man.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me,
Nate.
Yeah.
Thank you. And safe travels. And when's the next time you'll be on tonight's show?
I don't know. I
You
just
put
did
in
it. I did. It's like every 6 to 9 months.
That's cool.
They really should give you something for that. I mean, Jimmy should give you some official cool
he
plaque.
should. Like,
Right.
Well, if it makes you feel better, you're the first comedian to be here before Kathy goes to the hospital.
That's another one.
That's another one.
Better.
Mark it up.
That's right.
And now,
invasive, violating, and just disgusting.
it's Celebrity Trash and Bash.
With Larry, Kathy, and Wiggins.
It's really disappointing. They're just looking for the wrong photo.
Here's Kathie J.
So T-Pain is claiming that Lil Wayne owes him money.
Well, he had T-Pain in the ass. Quit calling.
He owes him $500,000. That kind of a check you don't just forget.
I know, but Lil Wayne is like, yeah, and Birdman owes me $20 million.
That's exactly what Lil Wayne's saying.
He's like, hey, if I have to wait, you can wait.
So T-Pain's company, Nappy Boy Productions, it was for the work on the Carter 3. He never got paid for producing Wayne's track Got Money, which also features T-Pain on it. So Wayne was supposed to pay T-Pain by giving him a cut of the royalties, and then $500,000 doesn't seem out of the question because the album sold 3.5 million copies. So
and T-Pain's like, if I were anybody else, I wouldn't ask for the money, but I'm T-Pain. And so, in other words, I got to watch all my money. You know what I mean?
Right.
Lil Wayne, he lost track of that money a long time ago. T-Pain's like, that's my retirement.
Right, I need that money.
Right.
Let's keep going. So, Big Sean, we met Big Sean. I loved Big Sean when I met him.
Okay,
He was such a
Big
good
Sean's
guy.
story and me being an idiot.
Oh, no.
He was brand
Girl,
new.
are you a Bronco?
He was at the Summer Jam.
Yeah,
No, we're
and
taking pictures with him.
It was that year that YOLO was backstage.
Yeah, and it was this time I'm feeling a little bit more confident. I worked at the station for years. Yeah, I'm hanging out backstage. And so we're taking a picture. I was like, dude, you have that perfect R&B voice. I was like, but the girls just love you because I thought he was an R&B singer. And then I see him perform right after that. I was like, oh,
I'm an idiot.
That's a rapper.
Yeah, that's why you left.
Yeah, that's why
I remember. Hey, where's Wiggins? Yeah, that's...
When I met him, I remember making a drink for him because Yolo was mixing all those drinks. And he couldn't leave the green room area. And so I went up and got him a drink stuff and brought it back. And he was like, thank you. You really did actually do that for me. And I was like, yes. And then he just was a good guy. Hung out
that's nice.
But,
well, and the thing is, he's dated some of my favorite chicks.
Oh, the chick from Glee.
Maya Rivera and Ariana Grande.
Yeah.
What the hell are you talking about? She's your favorite chick?
She's the new Mariah.
Oh.
All right. Well, whatever.
She's the same size as Mariah's left thigh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Well, Big Sean's newest girl, she went there, if you didn't know. She got a detailed tattoo of him.
That for sure means it's going to not work out.
Put on her left arm. So Janae got, Big Sean on her left arm, and...
That tells you she's a commoner. That means she's just a regular girl that works at,
Yeah,
Denny's.
because remember Amber Rose was that girl.
Right, exactly.
Yep.
It's and she's well, this tattoo clearly is going to mean that we're together forever. He wouldn't see me get this and then leave me.
Right. Well,
and that's the countdown. That's when it starts. Right when that last drop of ink went on her, the countdown started ticking. And then everything she did annoyed him. And he was like, I got to go on tour. Bye. And she's like, well, when are you coming back? He's like, can I keep the Range Rover?
Actually, Larry, it's the opposite of that.
Okay.
Okay, so she says that when Big Sean, when he first saw it, he thought he was dreaming. Because it would be a little weird to see your image shooting back to you from your...
Yeah, I would sue her for copyright infringement. I'm like, that's my image. You didn't pay for that. Sued.
The ticker is,
okay,
is
they
going
like
down
each
the
other.
clock. So, but now he kisses himself on her arm when he
that's
sees
gross.
himself.
That's weird.
Oh, well, it's kind of cute. And maybe that's how you deal with it, the craziness of it.
Deal with it.
Yeah, maybe I'll get Wiggins tattooed on my knee.
No, that's...
No?
No, why would you choose your knee?
No, you're not going to tattoo ever.
Gotcha.
Yeah, stop.
And finally, Arnold is not divorced from his wife, Maria Shriver. They filed for divorce more than 6 years ago, and they still haven't done the deal.
That's right. They keep trying to deliver the papers, and I avoid them because I'm the Terminator.
Oh, my God.
Yes, I don't want her to get the divorce because I feel we still have a shot.
You don't have a shot.
Yes.
You had a child with the nanny.
Yes, but isn't it good that I had the child with the ugly nanny instead of a hot model?
I mean,
Do I get any points for that?
That's good and bad, actually, Arnold, because part of you is happy that it's an ugly lady, but
exactly.
the other part of you
I
is
threw
like...
her a bone, literally.
The other part of you,
she was
Maria...
there scrubbing the floor, and I saw her chi-chis that they were bouncing. As she was scrubbing, there was a particular area of the floor had a lot of dirt on it. She scrub, jiggle, scrub. Maria's out of town with the kids. It's just me and the maid. So then, one thing leads to another. The next thing you know, we're making love.
Have you seen your new movie, Arnold? Have you seen it yet? It's Catching Gunther. Killing Gunther. And so he's like an ex assassin, and now all these assassins are trying to kill him. But it's kind of like a dark comedy action,
okay,
so it's super funny.
Funny.
Yeah, it looks really good.
We're targeting senior citizens. We want the older people to go to the show.
Okay, so you don't have a prenup with Maria, Arnold. You guys have a $400 million fortune.
We want prenup. Yes. Yes, we didn't have a prenup. We trusted each other, had sex without condoms.
Sources say for years, your business people have been working out the deals with the property and the money, but the divorce has now stalled.
Yes, I still think I've got a chance.
You do, but it says right here, sources say Maria would like the divorce to be final, Arnold.
Come on, give me one more chance, baby.
No.
I promise I won't do the maid.
Well, yeah.
I'll throw it in the chauffeur. Yes!
See, no.
Go! Blazin Hit Radio, it's Larry Ulibarri. Kathie went to the hospital, and it's Wiggins, so it's just Arnold and Wiggins.
So awkward.
Yes, do you want to get into Hollywood?
I couldn't be the maid. I always want to act. I always thought I'd
yes,
be
I know.
beautiful.
Let me feel your boobie.
Oh,
ooh, very nice.
I'm going to get a good role for this?
Yes, sugar pecs. You will.
All right, okay.
Yeah, it's like you can't even turn on the news now, and it's like now even people that just did a regular boob honk are getting headlines.
Oh, okay. I was like, was you talking about the violence or the sexual harassment? I was like,
no, I'm talking about
turn
the
it on at all.
stuff. It's like, and then now all your favorite actors are being like
molested.
Well, no, they're just being accused of all this crazy stuff. So, it's just like a matter of time before it's like, yes, and then Jack Nicholson touched me, and then somebody's going to be like, and then Martha Stewart grabbed my testicles.
Yeah, exactly. Like there's one, Dustin Hoffman was accused by a 17-year-old in 1980. So then you're like, maybe she misconstrued what he was doing. And I was like, because there haven't been a lot of people about him. But then you hear about Kevin Spacey, where he's like, every guy he met, he just went up to him and grabbed the package.
Right.
And you're like what? Like,
yeah,
why would you
insane.
think that? Like, I wouldn't even, are you that arrogant? Do you think you're that amazing? Like,
right. It's like, let me fluff it a little. I mean, because now you grabbed, swear, it's better than that.
You're leaning into it.
Give me a second. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, okay.
Hold it here.
All right, yeah. So Kathie, hopefully we'll be back tomorrow, dude. I like the way she progressed. It is definitely kidney stones, or
yeah, it's something like I don't know. I mean, she's not going to the ER. She's going right to her doctor's office, so they'll be able to assess it.
Hopefully, she may need to go to that ER first.
I know, but then if that's really the case and they can tell, then they'll probably call her an ambulance from there. And it sounds like Gunkle Larry to the rescue. Looks like I'll be watching the girls.
Oh, yeah, because Mr. Fission's out of town.
Right. So Chris and I are going to have to man up and watch the girls. But it's fun to watch them. So
Yeah. No, they're easy. Like you said, you just told Nate the comedian, you just put on some animation on Netflix, give them their little juice pack.
Exactly. And Kathie, if you're listening, we love you. We want you to get better by tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
So we will see you here at 6 a.m. to do the show.
Even if you're not, Larry's going to be like, where you at? Call you at 5 a.m. Even if you're homesick, Larry's going to call you at 5 a.m. Be like, I forgot you weren't coming in today.
That's not true.
That is true.
I just want everybody to get well. So if Kathie has to miss tomorrow, fine.
Yeah.
Docker pay.
Well, and then again, a big thought go out to. I'm from Thornton. Kathie's from Thornton. So I mean, we like you said, we have fun. We try not to focus on the political or the serious things that happen to people, the heavy stuff. But
we got to talk about that because the fact that happened in our backyard. You and Kathie are both from Thornton.
I worked there. I worked at that Walmart for 4 days, but I worked there. So it's like,
for sure.
Yeah,
and it's like this could happen to any of us being in any. It just sucks. And the fact that they caught the guy. And he was dumb enough to be hanging around.
If you don't know, they did catch the guy. He literally drove past the scene, and one of the cameras caught his car and the license plates, and then they immediately apprehended him right after that.
Well, and they say that like in movies, they're like, oh yeah, some killers like to go around and see what mayhem they caused. Yeah. And then once they caught him, I was just like, thank God, because I just hate when guys like that are like on the lam for a bunch of time and allowed to do more of that.
Like that those snipers years ago, where it just creates fear for people. Yeah. So one of our listeners had commented on the post that she had actually been at the Walmart when it happened. So just if you've been affected by this or you have in the past, just thoughts and prayers.
Yeah, for sure. And keep them in your thoughts all day. Hopefully this guy goes to jail for a long time or gets a death penalty.
Something.